Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. Well, we're still on catch up and we're on to Boxing Day now, and as you can remember from my last videos, it was a double shift, a double bubble day at Boxing Day. Birmingham versus Burton Albion first, 3 o'clock kickoff, and like I said last week, I left there about 75 minutes, as you'll see in a minute, got packed up, got out the ground. I was actually quite shocked just how many fans were actually leaving on 75 minutes. But so yeah, they were in the lead, so it was safe to go. And then I shot an hour north up to Stoke versus Leeds. But anyway, without further ado, let's crack on with the set. Right, so I'm going to try and whiz through these because I've got 2 games lined up here. So yeah, this is a catch-up video, like, but as I said, I've got 4 or 5 to get through before we get back up to speed. But I like to document and show you guys every game, because every game is a learning day. Every day in photography is a learning day, and there might just be something in here that one of you guys might pick up and think, oh yeah, I think I'll do that next time. And that's what this YouTube channel is all about, helping everyone out and all having a good catch-up and all having a chat about photography. But anyway, let's crack on. So yeah, went for another one of those program shots, just threaded it in the back net of the goal this time with the stadium in the backdrop, and it just works really well. As you'll see in a minute, the fog, I think it was countrywide, it was nationwide, the fog over Christmas and into New Year for about, I think it was at least until sort of December 27th, 28th, it was just thick fog, and it really did affect the set in these games, as you'll see in a minute. So yeah, program shot. And then it wasn't too bad at the start at Birmingham, but the fog did get worse. Nice corner flag, and what am I at here? I'm at 6.3 on the aperture, 200th, ISO 500, and you can still read the blues on the backdrop there with the Birmingham corner flag. And then I've only done 1 game there before, so it was nice to be there again, and I really filled my boots. Nice ground to photograph, and lots of 3/4 angles and stuff, and then one straight down the pitch, and just filled my boots. And yeah. Nice low level one there, and this blue bit of carpet, the false grass, if you like, the matting, just frames the shot nicely. That does blue, green, and blue again, and yeah, just a nice low angle shot there. And I had the wide angle on the R5 and just folded the screen out and just dropped the camera to the floor and then just focused on the stand in the foreground, in the background. And nice to document the fan park. Fans were arriving quite early. So I got that, and then outside, obviously, it's still Christmassy, so I'm still trying to catch someone with a Christmas hat on or something. This gent had a Christmas hat on. And then there's a lovely mural that I can't remember, was there last time. I didn't spot it anyway. And I tried to get a reflection in the puddle, but didn't quite work. But I sent it off anyway, just for something different. And then there it is, look. A slow shutter speed, I put it down to... I was hoping to get some fans in blue and white, but obviously it was pretty chilly, so everyone was wrapped up. But 15th of a second, just to blur the fans out a bit and focus on the wall, and just to get a little bit of movement in the scene. But yeah, really nice mural that is. And carried on walking around and saw these 2 guys, and I thought his bag was quite good. And obviously he's got a beer on, and he's got his Santa hat on, his Birmingham coloured Santa hat, so that was quite good. So just snapped them. Just general views, same every time. But let me know if you want me to cover something else. I am going to do a what's in my bag coming up, a what's in my bag video for 2025. So keep an eye out for that one. I'll go through all my kit that I use, right from the memory card right up to laptop and whatever. I'll go through it all my kit. But yeah, so where were we? So more fans arriving. And then that mural again from a distance with fans walking past. I'm at a 1/6 of a second there, look, aperture 29. And... F29, ISO 320, just to get a nice blurred effect of the fans walking past, making their way to the ground, which is how I captioned it. And more fans coming straight at me. That's a bit of a marching shot, isn't it? Marching to the ground. Quite like that one. And you can see the fog here a bit, look. Just got a bit foggy when I went back in for warm-up. And then it did tend to clear again, and then just as the game started, woof, did the fog drop in. But... Look at this. This chap was laughing. I was laughing at him. But again, anything Christmassy, I was just going to snap. And he had some nice baubles in his beard. So I got that while he was eating his pie. His wife, I think, she was laughing her head off at him getting photographed. But yeah, if you're going to wear things like that in your beard, I'm going to photograph you. And again, something just different, bit different. But bit more warm-up. Got the ref and his assistants. And here comes, I don't think it was quite, what's the time? Yeah, 2 minutes to. So this is Birmingham's manager just making his way to the dugout. And that's Burton Albion's manager. And you can see it's a bit misty in that. And the fog was rolling in and out. And nice side profile there. I like to get a side profile of managers just for something a bit different. I think he was smirking a bit there just before kickoff. But anyway, they had some pyrotechnics, and look at the smoke. It just dropped into the stadium and you could not see anything. Like, here we are, 37 seconds into the first half, look, and it was just terrible. Not a great idea to have fireworks on a foggy day, and the smoke just lingered for ages, and you can see it lingering in. It was full off. It was way after half time before the smoke from the pyrotechnics just blew out, because there wasn't much of a breeze, you see. But anyway, some nice shots here, and just a nice stock photo there, just to give you an example. Lovely clean stock photo that you could use with that player. A bit of action. You can see the fog in the background, look, and then we're what we are, 3:15. What was it? Was it a 3 o'clock kickoff? Yeah. And look at the smoke, the fog and that, and it's still lingering about. And look at that backdrop. You can't see anything of the ground. One of the referee. Anyway, here's the first goal. First penalty to Birmingham. Ref's pointing at the spot. Obviously, these two were involved in some sort of foul. Got the ref pointing at the spot. Now, I moved, right, because you can move. It's quite free and open at Birmingham. I moved just off the goal, right behind him, so that he's almost kicking towards me. Because when you get a right-sided kicker and he's looking down, they sort of kick away from you and you lose the eyes. So, yeah, I moved right almost just to the left of the goal mouth, and got a lovely shot. Look at that, and he just bounced it off the bar. 1-0 to Birmingham, and some nice celebrations. And even these images, I've had to work on them in editing just to bring the colours out and that, because the fog was terrible. And oh, that was one thing, yeah. Just before half time, there was a right commotion in the stand next to me. I'm like, what the heck's going on? And there was a medical emergency, and they were all shouting, "Ref, ref!" And anyway, ref's good on him. He stopped play, and you can just see a paramedic here. I didn't want to run up there and photograph the scene. Not my style. Just got one of fans looking into this area here, and it was a young lady. I think she'd collapsed, but anyway, she was wheeled off, and all was good. So yeah, ref stopped the game for a good 5 minutes, and obviously whilst there was a stoppage, everyone was having a bit of a team talk and that. So I just went back to the dugout and got just documented the team talk going on, and anyway, just before, is this half time? Could be half time. No, it's not. It's 43 minutes, look, so not quite half time yet. And look at that fog dropping in. Makes a lovely scene, really. And yeah, we're into the second half now, look, getting a bit dark. You can tell that the floodlights are on now and it's getting dark. And when it got dark, as you'll see at Stoke, fog's always, it's worse through the lights, isn't it? And yeah, it was making editing really tricky. There we go, look, there's another scene. And yeah, just had to set the scene with that one. Fog just drifting in and out. Not so bad there, look, again. And then, oh, here's the second goal. Now, it was this lad that actually scored it. I think it was classed as an own goal. It came off one of these two players, and it was meant to be a cross. And yeah, you can see the keeper's a bit cheesed off there, look, and sort of lost him out the frame a bit there, but I got the celebration of his teammate there. Ball's in the net, look. So I thought I'd send that off, and then nice celebration there. And that's heavily edited because I just lost him in the fog. And this was actually when I left. So what we are up to, this is the last frame that I sent off. I might have done 1 or 2 action shots and some stock, but I was well getting ready to get packed up. So yeah, so it'd be 3, 4:45, 4 o'clock. So that'd be 20 past 4, but we had a bit of a stoppage. So anyway, this was the last celebration at 2-0. So I probably photographed till, you know, I sent off some stock and bits and bobs of action, but this is the last shot that I've saved from this game. And yeah, packed up, got out the ground. I couldn't believe, like I said earlier, I couldn't believe how many fans were leaving on 75 minutes. It was mad. I said to one of the lads in the press room, I said, "Oh, so where are you going?" I said, "Oh, I've got to shoot off to Stoke." He went, "Oh, good luck getting out." Well, as it happened, I got out in good time and I was away, and I got to Stoke about 6:30, just before the Leeds coach arrived, luckily. So yeah, I was a bit anxious that I wasn't going to get there and hit traffic. You know, coming out of Birmingham's not the best onto the M6. But anyway, here we go. Here's the Stoke game against Leeds, and I was waiting. Just managed to get there. I didn't even sign in actually. I was a bit naughty. I went straight to where the arrivals are for the away team, and just loitered there. And I said to I said, "Look, I've just got here. I've just come from Birmingham. Do you mind if I just stand here and get the Leeds team arriving? Then I'll go and get my accreditation and get my pass." And he went, "No, I haven't seen you." So yeah, really appreciate that. And yeah, always be open and honest with stewards. If they're not going to let you in for some reason, then you'll have, you know, I would have had to have gone and rushed and got my pass, but as it happened, it worked out really well, and it's good at Birmingham. So yeah, just a few of the Leeds lads arriving, dashing off in, and then Farker gave me a nice smile as he got off the coach and said hello, which was really nice. And yeah, then quickly zoomed into the ground just to get some of the players looking around the pitch, and you can see the fog. Look at that. But yeah, it wasn't very clever, but again, just setting the scene of the fog. And one of the programme again, no threading it into the net this time. I'd done that once in the day, so just lent it up against the rear post on the goal mouth there, and bit of a bank at Stoke, as you can see, so quite a nice frame of the programme there. And then just a few more general views with that fog rolling in. Look at that. And it's a bit like when you use the main beam on your car in the fog. It's never any good, not very clever, but yeah, it was rolling in and out. And at one point the Leeds fans were singing at the other end, "We can't see F all." Oh, it was hilarious. "We are Leeds United, we can't see F all." But yeah, it was funny, and it was interesting really, because there was 3 or 4 of us in the line, and I moved with Leeds at half time, and hardly used the 400 at all. It was just worthless. It wasn't even worth bothering focusing on the 400, because you just couldn't see a thing. So everything in this set you'll see is off the 70 to 200 just about. So anyway, bit of warm up, and you can see how the fog's dropping in there. Look, bit more warm up, and crikey, it was bad. And that's almost sort of an unedited picture really. I'll tell you what I will just do quickly. I'll take this into Photoshop and I'll show you how I edited them and how I brought them out a bit. I'll do that. Let's do that. So let's go into the camera raw file. And so it was a fairly basic edit. So I whacked up the contrast and took the blacks down. Took the blacks down like that, look. Did I whack up the contrast or bring it down? Yeah, I put the contrast up. Gave it a little bit of exposure still. But with that black slider, this is a rush job, like, I'm not taking any colours out, but highlights. Yeah, we probably messed about with the highlights a bit. And then I just used the dehaze slider a bit, just to bring the players out a bit. Let's go up on the exposure bit. Something like that. I mean, that's only a real fast edit, but that's how I went through most of the game. Did I give it a bit of clarity? I might have given it a bit of clarity just to give it a bit of punch. But yeah, probably. Let's have a look at shadows. No, we'll leave the shadows like that. But yeah, that's what I was doing through most of the game. Just using the black slider and really sliding it across to get a bit of definition there. And just upping the contrast, and that's all I was doing, just bringing the players out a bit. And then on some of them I was even giving it a bit of saturation. Don't really need to do it on this image, but just saturating it a bit, because you do lose a bit of colour through that fog. And that's what I was doing. Anyway, we'll cancel that. We don't want that. Click cancel all changes. Yeah, let's go back to that. So yeah, that's what I was doing anyway for most of the game. Anyway, let's get back on it. Yeah, so you can see that I pulled them out a bit. But, oh, Grinch was there, made sure I documented him. He was a bit scary. But then there was minute silence for, George, what was his name? George Easton, OBE. You can just see him in the fog there, look. A minute's applause for him there was. I think he sadly passed away just before Christmas, I think. So, yeah, minute's applause for George there, but you say you can only just see him. And on a Farker. Look at that, look at the backdrop. There should be fans behind here somewhere in a stadium, but they're in. and off we go into play. And I haven't saved many because I say it was all on the 70 to 200 really, but Pirou had a great game. He scored 2. So oh yeah, incidentally, the Stoke manager got the sack the day after. He did, unfortunately, but yeah, they're not doing too good at the minute. But yeah, made sure I sent a few of him in. And yeah, and then he got the sack the following day. But oh, and here's that. This is before I changed the strength on my R3 in the user-defined picture style. And if you look at this is a little bit of a crop anyway. But if you look at Dan James, who I focused on, let's just go in a bit more. You'll look at, well, you don't have to look at Dan James. Look how waxy they are. This is the problem that I was facing on the R3. Look at that terrible quality, and just knocking that strength back from 7 back to 1 on the R3 has made all the difference. And you'll see it in the next video when I changed it. So yeah, it was here actually. Was it here that I had a word with Simon? I can't remember. I think it was here, yeah. But yeah, Dan James just crossing one in, but he just went over. Now here's Pirou's first goal. Took the ball round the keeper and then just dinked it in. Unfortunately, he wasn't facing us, but he dinked it in, but then he ran our way, and this is some really nice celebration here. And yeah, just some nice quick edits you can see. And then just like that, the fog lifted, look. You can see how the fog has lifted. Unbelievable scenes, really. And just like that, I had about 5 minutes of shooting. This is on the 400, so I picked the 400 a bit, as we all did, and we were just grabbing as much stock as we could. And they had a bit of a fracas, a bit of a laugh and a joke, and there was a bit of a foul, and shot that on the 400. And then down came the fog again. And this is Pirou's second goal, and look how much I've had to pull them players out. You literally could not see anyone. Terrible conditions. But yeah, this is his second goal, and in it goes. And again, they ran my way. Perhaps not edited that one quite as well as I could have done. Let's just go and pull that one out, look. That should be able to pull a bit better than that one. So if we go into the camera raw file again, let's take up the contrast. So that's bringing the blues out, look. Take the blacks down. That'll bring everything out lovely. Probably a bit too much, you might say. Could probably just give a little bit of a exposure, but you get the idea anyway. I could take the highlights down a bit just to get the skin tones a bit better. But yeah, you get the idea there anyway. So that's what I was doing. So let's just get rid of that. There we are, look. So that was me editing anyway. And yeah, anyway, getting back to it, some nice celebrations. Like I said last week, I had some nice celebrations. So I've got to show you guys. But yeah, some nice celebrations came right into me. And yeah, look at that. Absolutely no backdrop whatsoever. Could be in some sort of film set with a load of smoke screen behind him. But yeah. And there's another general view, look, cannot hardly see. Of course, this is where Leeds fans would have been, and over here somewhere for the first half, and you just could not see a thing, look. And anyway, yeah, full time, look. And lads came over. I was obviously sat in front of the Leeds fans, knew that everyone was going to come over. And yeah, just some nice celebrations from the Leeds players to finish off. And that's quite a nice one. And then a few more of Pirou. Look at the old steady cam here, look, from Sky. But you can't really escape them, but that is the scene, so we have to shoot it. And yeah, a bit of celebration with the fans, bit of applause, and then the usual from Farker now, he gets all the fans going and gives them a bit of a cheer, look, asking for another go, bit of a cheer, and just that one as he walked off, and then one of the fans cheering him, and that's it. So a bit of a whisk through that one, but yeah, really foggy conditions, but hopefully that little bit of an edit there, only a quick edit, has shown you how I got the colours back and brought the players back in a bit in what is really foggy conditions. And yeah, I was glad to get back in the car and get home. Absolutely knackered I was, but pleased that I got both the shifts in. But anyway, yeah, jobs are good. And so this weekend I'm actually at, well, I'll probably do another video out. This will go out on Wednesday. I'll probably put another video out for Friday, probably from my Grimsby game on the December the 29th. I'll probably do that one. And then I've got Leeds versus Harrogate in the FA Cup on Saturday, but you will see that at some point. I'm trying to catch up best I can, but another 2 games done for you. But anyway, leave any comments below. Let me know if you shot through that fog and how you got on, and if your edit was the same sort of thing as what I did. It's always good to see how each of us edit. We all edit differently. We've all got different styles. But yeah, just about got away with it, I think, in the foggy conditions. But anyway, job's good. And thanks for watching this extra video. We'll catch up on Friday. See you later.